I have three short questions. The first is for the filmmaker. Was your reason to make this film because you were angry at your father for circumcising you? That's the first question. The second is, can the rabbi talk about this controversy among Orthodox community of blood in the mouth and what's going on in New York, or why do they do that? And the third is, the last picture you had was something about Israel and the United States are the only countries that have high circumcision rates. Muslims circumcised. Why is it in Indonesia, Pakistan, Iran? I mean, aren't those like close to 100%?
Okay, thanks.
All right, I'll take those bookend questions, and then I'll pass it on to Rabbi Lopatin for your other question. No, I didn't make this film because I was angry at my father for circumcising me. I made this film because I wanted to open a dialogue about a really important issue that I think symbolizes an even larger important issue. The larger important issue being how you deal with situations in which modern secular Enlightenment ethics conflict with religious traditions when you consider both of them to be very important. Regarding the statistic at the end, I was very careful to say routine infant circumcision, and that's maybe a slight distinction there, but it's an important one. In Muslim countries, generally speaking, unless in certain urban areas there's Western medical influence, in general, we're talking about circumcision to boys as opposed to infants.
The question about was addressed to me was about metzitza bapeh, which is mentioned in the Talmud, actually which is sort of drawing blood from the area of the circumcision, and is viewed in the Talmud not actually as part of the ritual, but as a sakana, an issue of health, actually from Talmudic times. That has been reinterpreted, actually, because of some medical purposes over, not even in this, over a century ago, as any kind of drawing blood. So even using a gauze pad, I remember my Rebbe, Rav Aaron Soloveitchik, they would just say, when there's gauze placed on that area after the circumcision, that is metzitza. Some people, there is a custom of metzitza bapeh that developed over the centuries of doing it with the mouth, and that's where it was dangerous. And again, there were problems over a century ago with herpes and with different STDs or diseases transmitted, and therefore metzitza bapeh was developed using a pipette, a certain way of not directly having the mouth come in contact with the blood. But I think that's a very good question that you asked, because there's a case of where when the medicine or the medical knowledge changes and where there becomes develops a real consensus that there's an issue, that the healthy way of halacha responding is going back to the Talmud, going back to the sources and saying, hey, is this what our tradition is really asking from us? And frequently, like metzitza bapeh or metzitza, this drawing the blood, it's saying, no, it's not asking the mohel to put his mouth on that area. It's just asking for recommending some drawing of blood. And I do think that when there's something in Judaism that bothers us and your autonomous self, that you owe to yourself to look back in halacha and to nudge the experts to research this. And I think there's a clear dialectic, and it's not only always going to be what we want or what we think is right, but there needs to be that dialectic. There has been that in metzitza bapeh, but unfortunately, it's been absent from certain parts of the Jewish community that are still risking the health of children to do metzitza bapeh, which I believe and many rabbis believe was never required by the Talmud.
Panel, we have a question over here. Bill, you have one more comment on that?
I would say that it is not only a risk for the newborn, but it is also a risk for the mohel, because they can get infectious diseases just as much as they can give infectious diseases. So, at least in the Reform community, that is not a practice that we do.